Today's episode is brought to you by the Twisted Fork. Eat, drink, and enjoy. Brian Byrd.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the show, my friend.
Well, thank you.
The Dirty Bird has landed.
Yeah.
You're a very, very talented guy. You're a very popular guy.
Well, thank you.
You're born and raised in Sarasota.
Born and raised right here.
So that's
in Sarasota.
crazy, man.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of things change.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah, not necessarily for the better because, I mean, money-wise, yeah.
Well, from a music perspective, people say to me that it was better in the old days. There were more venues.
More venues? I don't know. There's a lot of venues around here that's got live music now, bro. And these players around here are really, really
We were
good.
just talking about that off camera that there's a lot of talent down here.
It is.
That's incredible. Like, Charlotte County, right? Sarasota County.
Yes, sir.
Manatee. I'm not even talking Tampa. I mean, that's a whole different world.
Yeah.
But just here, and I always consider the Suncoast to be those three counties.
Mm-hmm.
And my band, we play, all the way down to, Twisted Fork and TTs and whatnot. So I meet a lot of Charlotte County people.
Right.
And like you said, there's so much talent here. It's
It is true, and it's true. We've almost lost a whole generation of musicians from around this area. The Busters, Doc Mambo. Larry is still here. Larry Yonker is still around. Rick Fass is still around. And but some of those old cats, back in the day when Gator Club was rocking, and they was playing a lot of that R&B and old school music, soulful music, man. I miss those days, you know what I mean? But
the 5 o'clock club was a good spot.
Oh my God.
We were one of the last bands to play there before they tore the stage out because
really?
it was bought and sold.
Yeah.
And the gentleman that owns it, Mr. Michael Evanoff, who's a friend of mine, he was like, I said, you got to come on the show, man, because people are blaming you. They're like, that you killed rock and roll. He's like, I didn't. It just wasn't a business. It was a business decision.
I understand, but that was a great venue for people to come out and see live music.
A lot of history there, man.
It is true.
I mean, we're talking, you can't talk about Sarasota, Bradenton without mentioning the Almonds and the Bets.
That's right.
Because there's a strong history of those guys.
That's right.
And I'm sure you've played with some of those cats, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I've been blessed to be able to play with a lot of great musicians.
So let's kind of back up here. We'll let our audience know that you're a steel guitar player.
Yes, pedal steel guitar.
And so explain to people that don't know what that is.
It's a guitar that sits on 4 legs that has knee levers and pedals. So 10 strings, it could be 12 strings, it could be 13 strings, it could be 14 strings, 9 pedals, 5 knee levers. I have 10 strings, 5 pedals, 4 knee levers, and you're doing 1, 2, 3, 4. Like 6 things, 8 things.
Probably using your knees also, right?
Yeah, knee levers, yeah.
So you're very active. Now, when you're hitting the strings, right, are you using a pick?
Finger picks. 2
Okay.
metal picks and 1 nylon thumb pick.
On both hands, right?
No. Steel bar in one hand.
Right.
The picks on the other hand.
Okay.
On the right hand. So I'm right-handed, so I wear my picks on my right hand. That's where I do my blocking sometimes too.
So you're used to this position when you're playing.
Yeah.
But could you actually stand up and play electric guitar as well?
I don't know the first thing about electric guitar.
Really?
My first instrument was drums. So I've been playing drums since I was 2. Grew up in the church playing drums over on Mango Avenue, which was right down the road, off MLK. And born and raised in church. My mom was a preacher. My dad was a preacher. And that's where I learned how to play music.
So how come you're not a preacher?
Well, I was preaching.
But when you're playing your music, you're preaching. That's for sure, man.
Listen,
there's no doubt.
It is
There's
true.
no doubt because you're very soulful sometimes.
Yeah, I love doing it.
And you always have really good musicians with you. Like when I see Dirty Bird, there's always like solid musicians, man.
Yes, sir.
That's amazing.
Sir.
It's a testament to you.
Well, thank you, but I feel like when you really love doing what you do and you want to put out a good product, you want to have like-minded people that want to do the same thing. You know what I mean? If, like, say, I meet some people sometimes at Cascanel. Shout out to Cascanel. And they come through and be like, man, I play guitar, yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. And then you get them on stage and they totally bomb.
Yeah,
then it's like,
That happens most of the time, but occasionally it's the opposite. Once in a while it's an opposite.
Yeah,
Some guy came up and played guitar with us years ago, and he was so good. We're like, man, you want to join the band?
Mhm.
He's like, no, I don't live here. I'm just visiting.
Every now and again you get one of those, but I've known the people that I play with. I've known for quite some time. So,
Yeah.
like I was Taylor Opie. I was a drummer before I even started
I love
playing.
Taylor Opie. She's so
my
good.
God,
She's so good. She couldn't make my photo shoot last night.
Tell her about it.
She had to go out of town.
Oh, okay.
No,
okay.
But I really wanted her there, man.
Yeah, she's good. She's really good. So, plug for Taylor Opie. We're at Lefty's every Sunday from 4 to 7. It's the Taylor Opie Band.
Okay. So let's go back now to Cask and Ale because you're there every Friday and Saturday.
Yes, sir.
And you the place is packed,
All
especially
the time.
during season, man.
Yes, sir.
And you play a variety of music. You'll play some blues, right?
Mhm.
You'll play some oldies,
Yes,
classic
sir.
rock.
Yes, sir.
I've heard you do some southern rock.
Yes, sir.
So do you have a set list, or you just play whatever you feel?
We play whatever we feel.
And you're, as the band leader, you're starting the song up.
Whoever's the lead singer, they'll start the song off. And even if I've never heard the song before, just give me the key. Let me hear that first line.
Right.
And I'm with you. And
Sure.
then knowing music, I can kind of tell when there should be a bridge or something coming up.
Yeah.
So I just lay back for a minute, listen, see what's going
Well,
on.
you probably trained your ear over these years
Oh,
to
yeah.
so you got a good ear, and if you're with Thorson, who is one of the better guitar players in the state of Florida.
Story.
I mean, not even
True
the Sun
story.
Coast, and so you got a guy and then your drummer's always solid, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and then you have a different lead singer, like Taylor sings
It's
sometimes,
true.
right?
Yeah. So like this Friday coming up, it's gonna be like country night, bro. We got Jason White sitting in with us. We're gonna do a lot of country. I'll do my R&B, blues, and some other stuff. So we try to cover all the bases.
So Cask and Ale's on Main Street.
Yes, sir.
What are the hours you perform there?
7 to 11 every Friday and Saturday.
Okay, and they're usually open well past that, right?
Yes, sir. To
Okay.
2 a.m.
So you're there on Fridays and Saturdays, and you said Sunday you're at Lefty's?
Sunday at Lefty's.
Now,
Thursday
Lefty's
at-
used to be called something else, right? Wasn't it called Montville? Mandeville.
Yeah.
But it was purchased, and now it's called Lefty's.
Lefty's.
Because I drove by there, and it looks like they fixed it up real nice.
They
man.
did. Yes. Changed the menu. They got a bunch of seafood and stuff in there. And it's really good.
So you set up outside on that little patio.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's all covered. TVs everywhere. People watching football, listening to music at the same time.
So people that are watching this podcast can know to find you every Friday night and Saturday night at Cask and Ale.
Yes, sir.
And then right down the street, basically, at Lefty's.
Yes, sir. And
What about Thursdays? What are you doing?
Thursday at Blase on Siesta Key from 7 to 10.
Blase. Okay, so that's kind of like when you're on Siesta Key Beach, right? And you're going, let's say you're going north, right? And you're going around the bend. Blase's kind of tucked back there,
right there on the right-hand side. Yes.
Yeah, and it's like there's a pizza place next to it, right?
Pie.
Okay, it's the same guy that owns
Same
it.
guy.
Okay.
Same guy. Shout out to Chip.
Yeah, because I used to see, and I still see him once in a while, as Bobby Schneck plays there. You know Bobby?
Of course. I played with Bobby many times, man. Yeah.
But not only is Bobby a great musician and he's in demand, like that cat plays like 10 times a week.
I know.
But he's such a nice guy, man.
He's such a nice guy.
He'll always give you advice.
It's
He'll
true.
always, just really sweetheart.
Always
man.
positive. Always
he was on this show.
Is that right?
So he told us a little about his days with Aerosmith.
Uh-huh.
Some of the stories about that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, man. But yeah, man. All started from church, bro. Grew up in church, listening to music, watching some of the greatest steel guitar players that never played outside of church.
But how did you transition from drums to steel guitar?
I saw it and I wanted to do it. And I taught myself. God-given gift, bro. I taught myself. I started out on a 6-string Fender lap steel that I got from Thoroughbred. And that was that. How long have you been there?
In Florida?
Yeah.
Sarasota? I don't know. I've been in Florida 20 years, but Sarasota maybe 10.
Okay. So you don't remember when there was Thoroughbred down on the trail? Man. I went in
Tell us about it. What explain it.
Thoroughbred was the big music store right across the street from the airport. And you could go in there and find anything except a steel guitar. I walked in there one day and saw a Fender lap steel, and I asked them how much they wanted for it. They told me, and I was like, okay, I'll be right back. I was trying to teach myself how to play bass guitar. So I went home and got my bass, brought it, traded it in just to get a little bit more money off of what they wanted. They wanted pennies for this guitar. They didn't know what they had. It's a late 50s, early 60s Fender, all original parts to this day. I still have it.
The bass.
No, the 6-string lap steel.
But so give me a price range. Like, what are we talking about on
Oh
these things?
man, that thing
Like,
was only like maybe $200.
okay.
If I were to put that thing on eBay right now, I could easily get 2 or 3, 4 grand.
Yeah.
Because it's vintage.
Right. But what if somebody went into a store right now and bought like a new model? Like what are they,
Oh
what are they
man,
running?
yeah, you're gonna kick out. It depends on what you want, type of steel that you want. They have Showbud, they have XL, they have MSA. I have an MSA as well. They have different types of steels, name brands, Jackson steels, which Robert Randolph plays Jackson steels, and he plays other steel guitars. But see, he doesn't have to pay for none of that stuff because,
Of course.
He's on major stage. So, but
Yeah, but I'm sure you'll get a sponsor at some point.
I'm working on
They'll
it.
send you some free stuff. Now, do you have to change strings on those things, like a
I
regular
sure
guitar?
do. Well, it depends on. I always have a rag with me when I'm playing because my hands sweat so much because I get so nervous even when I'm playing
Sure.
at home. And like even before we started today, my hands just start.
Yeah, I sweat all on my bass too, man. Yeah, no, there's no doubt. The guy that cleans and sets up my bass, he's like, "What? I got blood on there." I'm like, dirt, right? Dust, like sweat, it's like skin.
Yeah, man. So I'm always wiping down my strings in between songs.
But how long do they last? Like if you put on a fresh pair,
months.
okay,
For months. I can depends on how aggressive I'm playing as well. I could pop a string, easily
So,
top 3 or 4.
is it the
strings.
same kind of gauge string, or is it a thicker gauge?
My gauges are thicker than the regular guitar.
Okay.
So my bottom gauge, as far as the thicker, it's like a 56 or a 54.
And does it typically stay in tune, or is it always like
Mine typically stays in tune. Yeah, but I have to tune the pedals and the strings and the knee levers.
So when you roll in and you set up your stuff, how long do you need to set up before you can go live?
Maybe 5 minutes.
That's it. Okay. So it's not like a major situation.
Oh no,
where you're like,
no. It usually stays in tune.
Right.
That's why I don't leave it in the car or anything like that, in heat and all this kind of stuff. Every time I finish a gig, I take it in the house with me.
Now, some of the venues are small that you're talking about, but when you play bigger venues, are you wearing inner ears, or do you have a separate monitor speaker?
I usually use a wedge if I'm on a major stage. I just got back from Fairport Music Festival up in Rochester, and they just feed me through the wedge, and I usually just sit by the amp.
Yeah.
And I love playing out of Fender amps, and I don't have to crank it up. They just, as long as I'm able to feel that amp and I can hear myself up front.
Now, when you're hearing yourself up front, what do you want in your mix? Do you want to hear a little guitar, a little vocal? You want some drums? Like, what do you want in there?
I want the lead singer. I want the guy that's on the lead guitar that's playing most of the rhythm, and I would love to hear that kick from the drum too. Just a little bit of keys or whatever, if it's a keyboard is up there.
Right.
So I can hear, chords and all that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I prefer that.
Now, because you were a former drummer, do you think that makes you a better musician, a better steel guitar player? Maybe because from a timing perspective?
Yes.
Because I had this conversation with a lot of musicians, and it's a lot of guys started out on drums, and I think that, rhythm is something that, you're kind of born with, I think. I don't think you just wake up and have rhythm.
Right.
I think, but, being a drummer helps set the tone.
It's true. And even when I'm blocking behind a lead singer, some of the things, the rhythms that I play on the note, is to sink in and lock into that rhythm and to get that groove. And then once the pocket is set, you can play out of that. You can get it.
But I noticed I've seen you a few times, and you'll be playing rhythm, and then you'll just go off on a lead.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's similar to a piano in the sense that, you can solo on it, right? You can also, keep the band in check, and you can be like a rhythm instrument, right? It's percussive. It's a percussive instrument also to some degree, right?
Mm-hmm. I can do all kind of. The steel guitar is so versatile, man. You could do almost anything with it. I had an effects pedal, and it sounds just like an organ. You would swear I was playing an organ.
So can you make a Hammond sound, like an organ sound?
Sure can.
That's cool.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. I can play my guitar, do all those riffs and all that kind of stuff, like Jimi Hendrix. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All that kind of
That's
stuff.
awesome.
Yeah, man. I love doing all that kind of stuff.
But you normally don't have a keyboard player in your current lineup, right?
No, not all the time.
Right,
Every now and again, we get my guy Scooter that comes out, and John Hetherington.
Okay.
And they're very good at what they do.
So basically, your basic lineup would be a drummer, bass player, you, and a singer, and then would there even be another
and a
guitar?
guitarist.
Okay, so
Kevin Mendel is.
So it's a 1, 2, 3. It's a 4-piece.
Yeah,
Sometimes
primarily
5.
5-piece.
Sometimes 5.
Yeah,
And then if you add the keyboards, that would be 6. Tell us.
Well, it's always 5.
Okay.
There's always 5. Sometimes we'll have a lead singer that doesn't play. So we'll have a keyboardist that the lead singer knows. I know them. Andrew and Damon, the bass player and the drummer, are always there. They're always there. So
That's your solid rhythm section.
oh, yeah.
Plus, you have a space problem when you're at certain venues, right?
True story.
You can't just fit them in there, you know.
Nah,
it's limited. So, all right. So let's go back to the set list now. So, you're gonna go in with a game plan, you know, like you said, you got a Southern rock thing going. So, like, you're gonna pretty much play, and you're gonna follow a certain pattern, right? And just play what you feel. And everybody has to but prepared though. Like your guys have to know the songs. I mean, like
it's true.
You know, you as the leader pretty much know everything, right? You've been doing this for years.
I've been doing it for a long time, but still, you know, I don't get so puffed up to where I think, you know, I got it all together. If I don't recognize a song, I'll just swell, accent,
hold
do what I
back a
need
little
to.
bit.
Yeah, but once I get the hang of it, bro, let's go.
Now, a lot of these songs you've played probably, you know, 100 times in your career. What about originals?
We did originals with the Byrd Tribe. The Byrd Tribe we were getting some traction around there.
Now, who was in that band?
Matt Frost, Garrett Dawson, that plays for Kettle.
Yeah. Garrett's got his own band now, and they do. You know, the McCurdy's Comedy Club does like this Monday night jam thing, and he's like the house drummer in that.
Really?
Yeah, it's like once a month they back up. Like he was with a couple other guys, and they were the Oakley guy on the bass, Barry Oakley.
Really?
They were backing up like when a guest band comes to town, they're like the backup band for that guy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, McCurdy's Comedy does live music like one Monday a month, and it's like tickets only. Like, and it's incredible because those guys you mentioned, they're all excellent musicians.
True
man.
story.
Mike Hatch is on the keyboards on that band.
That guy.
Yeah,
so good. Yeah, man, I got to check that out.
You
I didn't know that. I didn't even know
because you're so busy, man.
Yeah,
and you travel a lot too. Tell us about your traveling.
Just got off the road. Well, maybe it was last year. I was on the road with the Lee Boys. That band actually came from out of church. Shout out to the Lee Boys, Uncle Al. And I watched them just about all my life in church, man. And then they started taking gospel music and put some catchiness to it, like R&B feel, funk feel, but all the lyrics is all gospel. And they toured all over.
So these
the
are original
world.
songs then?
Oh, yeah. And they toured all over the world.
So
man.
Are they called the Lee Boys Miami or this the Lee Boys?
Nope, the Lee Boys.
Because I saw that it says Lee Boys Miami, so I'm assuming that maybe they just played in Miami. But
oh, no. They from Miami.
I got you.
They're from Miami, but the Lee Boys, they've been literally all over the world, man, playing their music.
Yeah, and did you do a cruise? Did you do like a cruise or something?
I sure did.
Tell us about that.
I was on Virgin Cruise Line with it was the Lee Boys featuring Dirty Byrd. So it was a blessing because the original player for the Lee Boys, he plays for Jelly Roll now. So he's out there doing this thing, and he recommended me to play for.
So are you like a special guest with the Lee Boys, or are you part of that band now?
I was part of the band. I got married and I got off the road, bro. So they have some other amazing steel guitar players that play with them now. Yeah, so I'm home full time.
So
now.
the cool thing is you were playing then with your heroes because you said you were watching these cats when you were young. So now you're in the band. Yeah. How did that feel?
Amazing. When I got the phone call, it just about blew my mind because I couldn't believe that Uncle Al was calling me. You know, Alvin Lee is calling me. I was like, what's going on, Unc? He's like, man, listen, we're going out on the boat. And this is before I got married. We're going out on the boat, man. You want to play? Yeah, let's go.
So did you have any rehearsals or you just jumped in?
I knew the stuff already because I'm a fan, man. I studied them.
Right.
I studied them. So, you know, then the covers that we would do, because Virgin Cruise Line wanted us to do not just a bunch of gospel, they wanted us to have some covers in the bag too. So I was lead singer and lead guitar, or steel guitarist on the boat.
Now, when you go on the boat, that's like how long are you on the water?
28 days at a time.
Okay.
Yeah, those were the contracts. 28 days. Come home maybe for a couple of weeks. We get another contract.
Did it pay well?
It paid pretty good.
And like they give you food and drink too, so you're not like
you're not
like never have open your wallet up.
I had my own room, balcony, and all this good stuff. It was great.
Yeah,
it was great.
And the people are always happy on the boat. You know,
it's true.
The guests are always having a good time.
Yeah, and there's no kids allowed on Virgin Cruise Line.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you saw a little bit of everything on that boat.
Yeah, and they feed you and whatnot.
Yeah, the food was really good.
Yeah, I went on 2 cruises out of Tampa, and, I had good times, but, sometimes it's too much, man, like, too much liquor, too much food, Because, like, you work there, so you paced yourself, but,
Yeah.
like, us people would come on the boat and be like, "I gotta get my money's worth,"
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, yeah. And that's the way they want you to feel. You know what I mean? That's their cash cow, bro. Liquor.
Oh, no doubt.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
speaking of liquor, do you drink, or do you when you're on stage, or what's your policy
I
on that?
would have a drink when I'm on stage, but I'm in the place in my life now, man. I'm just ready to go cold turkey now. Yeah.
I don't even really drink when I perform anymore because, I mean, I've done all that. I'm 60 now,
I
dude.
got you.
I'm at a point now where I'm just happy to be there, and I'm having
Yeah.
fun. Now, maybe after the show, I'll have a drink with a fan or somebody wants to
Mhm.
buy me a drink. But, like, I'm not like, "Hey, man, let me get a couple drinks before I go on stage,"
I got you. Yeah, well, there's been times, man, I let it get out of hand, bro, and it affected my music. You
Of
know what I
course.
mean? Of course.
We've all been there, dude.
Yeah. So try to monitor that, bro. And honestly, I pray God got to help me because I struggle with alcoholism. I struggled for a long time, man, and it ran my life, bro. You know what I mean? I'll wake up in the morning thinking about it, go to bed drinking it.
Sure,
You know what I mean?
sure.
So yeah, man. I always want to be better, and I always want people to have inspiration, positive inspiration when they look at me or my life. You
Right.
know what I mean?
If you're looking for new guitar strings, whether it's a 6-string or a bass, look no further than Blue Magic Strings. I highly recommend them. They're the best strings in the business, the best strings money can buy. So what advice would you give someone that maybe right now can't stop drinking and they want to
Oh
stop?
man, if you feel like you're struggling with alcohol, don't go in places where they hang out and drink, or change your surroundings and be around people that don't consume a bunch of alcohol. And more importantly, pray.
I agree.
Pray. Pray. Some things, okay, you could do it willpower, but man, if it wasn't for God in my life, bro, a lot of the things that I've experienced in life, I wouldn't have overcome, bro, if it wasn't for God in my life.
I agree 100%. And I usually don't talk about my faith on this show. Even on Facebook, politics, religion, I kind of keep it
I
off
got
there.
you.
But after the Charlie Kirk situation and what's been going on in the world, man, I've been going to bed at night with a heart that feels heavy, and I'm like, I feel weird, like I feel like something's wrong, like that wasn't supposed to happen,
That
man.
wasn't supposed to happen, bro.
And he was like Christ-like in a sense that he was only doing good deeds, and he got snuffed.
Man, it's sad that the state of our world is in the place that it's in now, where your life can be taken because of
I know,
your view or how you feel, and you say it out loud.
Right.
Really, that's where we are now.
Right.
That's crazy. Even at my shows, I tell people to spread love wherever you go, man. Spread
but
love.
don't you think that music is the last thing on the in God's earth that is the unifying thing that like can bring people together,
That's one
right?
of the one things that brings us all together up under one roof, bro, and nobody's thinking about the craziness.
Right. I agree.
But before people would leave, I would say take this same energy that you're feeling right now and take it outside of these four walls and actually spread it and walk it.
Right.
Just don't come to a show and okay, yeah, the band was great. How about something somebody told me? I forget who the musician was. He said people won't necessarily remember the notes that you play. They will remember how you make them feel.
Yes. I
You know
agree
what I
with that
mean?
statement.
It is so true. So I'm always trying to be positive. And if anybody, man, there's people that come out to Cascadel. I just had a row full of people come to church with me on Sunday. They saw me at Cascadel. I was like, "You go to church?" "Yes, I do." "You could come on with me. Let's go." And they enjoyed themselves. You know what I mean? I don't push what I believe on anybody. You know what I mean? But I do want to walk it out.
But I think if you live by example,
Exactly.
that's the key. That's all you can do.
I want to walk it out,
know?
man. Sometimes we will be the only Bible that people read. People don't read.
Now, is your current playlist that you're doing live, are there songs that are outwardly religious that are like hell yeah, hallelujah, and praise the Lord? I mean, are there those types of lyrics in those types of songs?
The original stuff for Lee Boys, yes. When I played with the Lee Boys, yes. A lot of stuff that I do now is a bunch of cover tunes, but even some cover tunes I won't sing, man, if it's not positive. And I won't sing about stuff that promotes cheating on my wife, abusing women, calling them all kind of names, and I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. It grieves me.
Well, I think the great thing about the blues, man, is I think that the blues comes from a place where, like, there's maybe some faith-based in there, Didn't blues kind of maybe come out of gospel to some degree, or like,
Blues came from the church, bro.
Right?
It's true, bro. We played all that stuff in church, man. We play all those blues riffs. The church that I grew up in, it was live and in your face and in color, bro. It was very aggressive, and we would walk away from church sweaty because we would be in there praising God and dancing all over that church. Yeah.
But, like, think about the blues for a second. Think about bands like the not even the Almonds. I'm going to say Led Zeppelin, Rolling Stones. When they first started, they basically did blue covers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they were told that they have to write music, to make a living. So then those first records they came out, eventually you start seeing original stuff.
Yeah.
But there were still a lot of blues covers.
Yeah.
So rock and roll has got a strong blues base to it.
Yes.
Yes. And that's the great thing about the blues is it's rooted in so many different things.
Yeah.
Man.
I love the blues because I can relate to it. I can really relate to it. I sing B.B. King, Al Green, I won't say all the greats, but those guys that really made an impression on me, I try and sing their stuff.
Can you modulate your voice to kind of like sound a little bit like those guys? Like I do Billy Idol covers, and even though he's British, I really try my best to kind of sound like him.
I can't do it. I can't do it, bro. I'm always trying to concentrate on making sure I hit the note.
So it's your own. So you're your own guy. You're your own sound.
I'm gonna always be me. I'm gonna be the best me that I can be. Everybody else is taken. Yeah.
And the steel guitar is so unique. It's like a lot of bands don't have it.
It's true.
So around here, I'm saying.
Oh, you don't see a lot of it around here.
You don't see it. You don't hear it. I mean, you hear it on records. Like you mentioned earlier, Randolph family
Robert
band.
Randolph. Mm-hmm.
I saw him on a video of doing something, I guess, in Chicago with Eric Clapton's Crossroads, and he had some special guests up there with him, Joe Bonamassa, I think. And they did one of my favorite covers, "Going Down."
Yeah, I sing that too.
That's such a great song.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But people never saw, and Bill Murray was the MC, and he goes, "I told you those guys were going to be good, right?" And the whole crowd, like 90,000 people were like, "Yes, they're amazing."
He came from the same organization I came from. We grew up. Robert started out on drums too, but now he played bass, he played drums, he played guitar.
Now is he like a touring? Like is he always on the road? That guy?
He's always on the road.
And like is his style of music popular in Europe and in all around the world?
Yes, yes.
Because I know the American blues. Like Sean Chambers is a friend of mine, and when he goes over to Germany, they freaking go crazy for him over there, man.
They love Robert Randolph, bro. A lot of people love Robert Randolph, man. Even when I play at festivals, I get people to say, "You know Robert Randolph?" I know him, but he probably don't know me. He probably don't remember me when we were growing up in church. But
so let's ask that question. What are some of the songs that people are asking you, like the requests that you're getting when you go out?
As far as what, pedal steel?
People will come up to your band and say, "Hey man, can you do this? Can you do that?" Like I always ask musicians that sit in that chair, I say, "What's your policy on requests?" Because like as a cover band, somebody will come up and usually say songs that we can do, but then they'll say crazy shit like, why would you ask us to play that? You know what I'm saying? Like
we don't take requests, we take suggestions. Yeah.
But here's the ultimate thing. When somebody comes and puts a 50 or 100 in our tip jar, Larry looks at me, I look at Larry, like,
let's
all
try
right,
to play it.
We'll do Freebird, and then we'll just do a part of it,
Oh, Mustang salad. Yeah, man. So we get a lot of that sometimes, but we love to play like the Pink Floyds and, Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan, and we love that kind of stuff. So it's already in the wheelhouse, bro. We could just pull it out the bag.
So basically, when they come to see you, they'll ask for a song that's already in the realm.
They know what's coming.
Right.
They know what's coming, especially, like I said, we try to cover all the bases. When Taylor comes in, she has a wide range of different tunes that she does, man. So she'll just call the tune. We'll be like, okay, what key is it in? Let's go.
Yeah, no, she's very talented. Yeah. We had a chance to play the Sarasota Wine Festival.
Okay.
And she opened up for us, and we produced her sound for her. We mixed her, and me and Larry were looking at each other like, where's this woman been? Like, the first time we're ever hearing her.
She's so
good,
what I'm saying? Man, I was her drummer when she was like 18, 19 years old, bro. I was her drummer. We had a band called, what was the name of the band? Dreadnought with Larry Yonker on lead guitar. John Pettis was on bass. and I was on drums. Taylor and Brittany were on guitars.
Who's Brittany?
Brittany, she doesn't sing or play anymore, man. Brittany and Taylor were an amazing duo. They would harmonize so well, and I missed them singing together. But
You know
she's
what?
really, really good.
You hit it. Like, I think that what makes a band great is 2 and 3 part harmonies. You know, when the bands could pull that off. And like, you know, Dana Lawrence was here and he was talking about Prodigal Sons, which is one of his little projects, and those guys really get into the vocals. You know? What I'm saying?
I love that, man. It's important. I mean, it fills the song. You know what I mean? We just had James Albritton last week, and me and John Heverton, we sit back and do all the harmonies.
But you're smart enough or experienced enough to know where you're going to put your voice, like on that. Like, you know, you're going to probably be the low guy, right?
If I hear John already up high, I'll stick to him and I'll say I got the low. Or if he's low, I say I got high. Don't worry about it. I got you. Yeah, so my range is pretty good.
You have a good range.
I'm pretty good with range. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's never a problem, man. We get in there and get it done. Give the people what they want and go home.
You know, when I have to sing harmonies, most of the time I'm pretty good. Sometimes I suck, but I love it when I hit that note the first time.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Long Train Running, you know, Without Love, Where Would You Without Love? And I know exactly I'm in that D flat, so I got to go there. And I hit it. I'm like, yes, I hit it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I actually nailed it. It's like out of memory. Like, I remembered where I needed to be. It's a good feeling, man.
It is a good feeling. We do that song quite a bit, man. Sing or playing with Taylor, you make sure that your backup harms are
I know. Isn't it true that when you have a superior musician, you elevate your game?
It's
like,
true.
It's like the Michael Jordan effect, man.
It's true.
Like everybody stands up and like they're more alert.
It is true, man. It's true. It's true. And like we have a young man named Kevin Mendel. He's only like 23, maybe 23, smoking on the guitar, bro.
It's so funny you say that, dude, because I had Champ Jackson here. They're getting younger and younger, dude.
It blows my mind.
Trey's a young guy. Mike Mbashiani. These are young guys that are playing the blues, man.
And they can play.
I know. And they play like they're old men. Like,
yes.
Like they got like, you know, the guy's like, I've been run down, I've been lied to. And he's like, he's a little kid, but he's like feeling it. You know what I'm saying?
You can feel what they're playing, bro. And I sit back and I go, holy crap, bro. Wow.
But that's a good testament to how the world is. Like,
it's true.
If young kids now are playing that stuff, that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think
because I think kids got sick of Guitar Hero. Like Guitar Hero came out and it took a lot of kids away from like learning how to play guitar.
Like actually,
I don't have the facts, but I bet you guitar sales were down.
I bet
during all that stuff. Because now a guy can impress his girl with like the Guitar Hero as opposed to going out and getting a real
actually
guitar.
Getting it and playing it for real.
Right.
Yeah, it's a big difference, man. It's something else when you have to sit in front of a bunch of people and play music, man. Sometimes it could be really nerve-wracking.
So how many years would you say you've been live now?
I just turned 50, and I've been playing music. Let's see, grew up playing music in church since the age of 2. Started playing out at Madison's and Gator and different places around here. Remember Aces?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Wish they wouldn't have teared down that place. But I've been playing for quite some time, man.
But when did your career take off? Like, when did you start going to like bigger places, going across the ocean, going to far? Like, how did that all happen, man?
When I got that phone call from the Lee Boys, man.
So that was your first big thing.
That was my first.
Where you were elevated now in a spotlight.
Well, the Byrd Tribe didn't do bad either. We would tour around Florida. You know, we would go to Jacksonville, we'd go to Carolina, we'd go to different places. We actually played that big stage in Jackson, the Blues. I think it was a Blues Fest in Jacksonville. The Byrd Tribe was only three guys: the drummer, me, and Matt.
What were you guys doing? Like, what was like? Was it
we
like
doing original music, man?
Okay,
and it
with a strong blues bass.
It was slapping,
now.
Bro.
Were you like also? Who's the manager of that? Like, who was getting those gigs? Were they calling you, or were you going
Matt
out?
Frost.
So Matt was like aggressively calling up the blues societies and saying, "Hey, I know you got a blues fest coming.
Get us on.
Consider us."
Yeah. Yep. Or they would call him. Yeah. So now, after we went our separate ways, I was still playing, and that's when I started Dirty Byrd. It was me, Thorson, Andrew, and Damon. And our first gig was at Knox Landing, Hart's Landing.
Sure.
It's all gone now, right?
I think the hurricane blew it up.
Yeah,
right?
the hurricane blew it up. But that was our first gig. We didn't even know what to call ourselves. So we asked the crowd, like, We don't even have a band. People like, what's the name of the band? We're like, we don't know. Like somebody yelled out, Dirty Byrd.
There you go.
Yeah,
It's marketable.
Yeah.
As Brian Byrd,
Yeah.
Dirty Byrd, right?
Yeah, and on Thursday night, we're Byrd and More. Thorson Moore and Brian Byrd. Yeah, man. So it took off majorly when I got that phone call from the Lee Boys, man. And I started going on. I mean, I've been to Dubai, I've been to Greece, I've been to quite a
With the Lee Boys,
yes, sir.
So what's that like, man? Going to Dubai and you go out on the stage, man, and you see an audience that like everyone looks different, you know. Like, are they still appreciating the American blues, man? Like,
No, the boat pulled up in Dubai. We still playing on the ship.
oh, I see.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I've been on this cruise where I've been to different places, but no, not getting off the boat and playing in Dubai. No.
Right.
But I've been to different places, still on the ship. But I've been blessed to be able to be in different.
So you've been in 4
situations.
different countries.
Oh yeah, man. It's been a blessing, bro. Yeah, wild experience, bro. I didn't know road life is tough. You know what I mean? Like when you're driving to different gigs all
Sure.
over the state of Florida, bro. Oh my God, now that's tough.
Well, you had mentioned that you recently got married.
Yeah.
So now does that alter your travel schedule?
Of course, I want to be at home with my wife, bro.
So that means you're probably not taking gigs that are going to get you on a boat or overseas. Or anything.
Nope, not gonna do it.
Okay.
Not unless she can come with me.
Right.
Yeah.
But you have enough work. I mean, based on the 4 shows that you told me about that are right here in Sarasota, I mean, you got plenty of work, man.
And we booking weddings. I got weddings coming up, private parties and all
Now,
that.
how do people contact you? Like, how do people know to call you for a wedding?
I have my own page, Brian Maurice Music.
Brian Maurice.
That's my middle name.
Okay, music.
Yeah, Brian Maurice Music, and you can.
Is that a .com?
You can. That's what it is on Facebook and
it's on Facebook.
And I have my website too, where you can order your shirts, book us for gigs, or contact my wife. She handles a lot of that stuff. I'm the music guy. She's the brain.
No, because I want our viewers to know after hearing this, they're going to want to reach out to you.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
they're going to want to check out your Facebook, right?
Brian Maurice Music, and I have my my own personal page, Brian Byrd.
And they can you put videos up there, audio,
Yes, sir.
all that stuff, so
Yes,
people can see it in
sir.
your schedule.
Yes, sir.
Because
The schedule is on the Brian Maurice page. Brian
do
Maurice Music page.
you use like Go Tonight or Reverb Nation? Like,
I used to use Go Tonight. We were plugged with Go Tonight with the Byrd Tribe. I haven't since Don died. The guy that
yeah, I'm working with Sherry.
Okay, I think I talked to her briefly.
Yeah.
But I didn't get back on that yet. I don't think.
I like it because it's easy to get on there.
That's
And
true.
then we have my website guy. I work with Sandy Kaplan and Associates, and he built my webpage. So whenever I go into Go Tonight and update the dates, because I do all the booking and all that stuff, it automatically shows up on my website
Okay,
in
I
like
got
real
you.
time. So it's cool.
Right.
So people used to complain, I don't know when you're playing. Well, I'm like, well, yeah, you can go to the website now. You can see it. It's all there, man.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I put my wife posts out every month. Put the whole calendar on there where I'll be playing, what time it starts, yada.
Now, did you ever play the Gator Club?
Yeah, years ago I was.
Because that's a late night.
It is a late night.
And I love Jamie and Josh. They're great,
Yeah.
great people. In fact, Jacked Up's going to be back there again soon. But man, they had us play till 2 a.m. I didn't get out of there till 3. I didn't go to bed till 4. And then, next thing you know, I'm like, what the hell just
What
happened?
just happened?
You know?
It's a good time. Dirty Byrd played there once, and I kind of got in a little hot water playing right down the street from Cascanel. It was
Oh, I just remembered something, dude. You came and visited me. You saw Jacked Up. You walked down, and we had a fill-in drummer that you might have, someone that you knew, maybe you might have recommended. I forgot the guy's name, but he played drums that one night only.
What was it?
We were at Gator Club.
Okay.
This is years ago, man. It was me and Larry. Julia Brown at the time was my singer. And I don't know if I had another. And then this guy came and played drums, and he was playing everything like differently than what it should have been, because he was more of a I want to say jazzy kind of guy, not jazzy, but it was just that he was doing all these fills, man, and it was crazy, and the timing was off.
I think I know who you're talking about.
But he was a last minute, like our fill-in guy. Our drummer couldn't make it, so the fill-in was hired. But the fill-in canceled because he was sick. I mean, I think this was around the COVID or post-COVID. So then this guy showed up at the last minute. So we were happy to have a drummer, but we were like, holy
I think
shit.
I remember that.
And I think you walked in that night and you were like,
I did walk in because
I was like, fuck, Brian.
I stood over there by the bar. I know
I'm
exactly
like, I
what
didn't
you're
want you
talking-
to see us like that because, I have respect for you, and I don't want you to see my band like, you
Bro,
know.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I know who it was too.
Yeah,
but I
man.
ain't gonna say.
I hate that. I hate when musicians come in and we're not at our best, and I'm like, damn it, why'd they have to pick that night? You know
Right. Sucks. Yeah, man. I remember that night, bro. I remember that.
But the great thing about Cascadale and Gator Club and even Madison's, man, is like during season, you know, it's fun. Everybody's out, you know, everybody's having a good time. The weather's perfect.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And yeah, I wake up, you know, tired the next day, but, you know, I suck it up. I'm like, you know what? I got paid.
Right.
I had fun.
Right. And what I love about it, I get to do what I really love to do. Like at one time, I was holding down 3 jobs at one time.
Didn't you once work at the hospital?
I worked at the hospital for 14 years. I was on the night shift, so I would go to work from 10:30 p.m. to 9:00 a.m. Go home, take like a 4-hour nap, go do a gig at the time was the Blue Rooster, or
I remember the Blue Rooster. That place was great.
I would go play with Yaya, Brenda, Wade, Chantel. Get off stage at 10. Hurry up, try and pack up my gear. Take my clothes with me for work. Change clothes at work. Do it all over again. And I did that for years.
Dude,
bro.
that's rock star right there, man.
I did that.
No wonder you had a drinking problem back then.
I did it for years, bro. I was like, man, but I mean,
hey, pay the bills, right?
Yeah, and that child support,
right? But the Blue Rooster was great because it was a restaurant.
Oh my God,
and it was more of a club. Like people sat there.
True.
I remember I saw. Remember Ari and the Alibis, man. I used to go see her all the time. And it was like a club setting because like people that would finish their dinner and then they were very attentive and very polite audience.
Yes.
Like they, you know, they came to see what they wanted to see.
Yeah. Yeah. They packed that place out. They used to have some heavy hitters come through there too, playing the blues and all that kind of stuff. They packed that place out, bro.
Do you know my buddy Sean Chambers? He played there a few times. So Sean's out of North Fort Myers. He tours a lot. He goes overseas a lot.
I bet I know if
I think Todd Cook played bass with him for many years.
Okay.
He's always had good musicians as well in his band. But he would tear it up in there, man, and he would do his originals, you know, which were great, and then he would do a couple of, you know, stand-ups and stuff in class.
That's Selwyn, bro. Selwyn would pack that place out, bro.
Man.
Selwyn Birchwood.
What's that guy up to?
He's touring.
Because he's out of Tampa, right?
No, he lives here in Sarasota, bro.
Oh, I thought he lived in Tampa.
He lives here.
Oh my God, I gotta get him on the show,
bro. That dude, he tours all over the world, like for real, legit.
I know.
Yeah, and he's playing lap steel too.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's good.
Well, yeah.
I go over to his house. I'll be like, "Yo,
what are you doing, man?
Out,
Stealing my thunder." What about you know Damon Fowler, man?
Of course.
So he's another cat that does some touring.
Yeah.
But occasionally he'll end up in Bradenton. You're like, oh, he's playing tomorrow night in Bradenton. But then next thing you know, oh, he's in Kansas City.
Right.
I'm like, you know, he's all over the
place.
place.
You see him at Big Top too.
Yeah, Big Top. So I love you. Have you played the new stage at Big Top?
Sir.
Isn't it great?
Yes, sir.
Jacked Up played there. We're gonna be back in November, and I love the amount of room we had. I go wireless,
so much
so
room.
I can just walk around. You know.
Yeah, the drum riser is huge. All that room up there for the guitars, pianos, whoever's up there.
The only problem is you play there in the summer. Have you played
there?
Try not to. Dude, the sun, the way the stage is set up, I don't think they plan this, but the sun comes around, and at 6 o'clock, it's right in your face, beating down on you,
yes,
man.
Sir. That's what I feel at Blase.
That first set is powerful.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, I have to change my shirt right away, man. You know, it's brutal.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize, us Florida musicians, right? In the summertime, how difficult it is.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's brutal, bro. It is brutal. So you better have your gig fan with you, or you might pass out.
I have a policy, man. Like I'll have water. I have to have water, cold water. I have to have a couple towels. I have a change of shirt. I always have to I have one rag for my guitar, wipe it down. I have one for my hands. And sometimes I get them mixed up. You know, I'm like,
I always have a
oh,
sweat
shit.
rag. I always have one. And then like people, it gets so packed at Cascadel sometimes people start filing in and they want to stand in like behind you
I
with
know.
drinks in their hands.
And then like what happens is the more people, the hotter it gets.
It's true.
Myers, which we play there also.
Uh-huh.
But the way that place is set up, there's no breeze that comes through there, man. It's like a giant sauna. and it's packed, 22N.
Yeah.
They're friends of mine. I go see them. And every time I go see them, I regret going because I'm like, why did I come here? I'm in pain. I can't sit down. I can't get a drink, and I'm sweating my ass off.
They got those big industrial fans out there blow a lot of hot air.
Well, Twisted Fork has that giant fan,
Uh-huh.
and there always seems to be a breeze coming through there. So thank God. And they just extended their roof now, like that metal roof.
Okay.
So now they can have bands, like all the time because the rain, and they even have flaps for the sides.
Oh,
so
that's
now
what's up.
You could just play. Like,
That's what's up. Yeah.
I mean, Byrd and Marcus Parsley take it very seriously, man. They're both musicians.
Yeah.
One plays the horns and tours.
Okay.
JJ Gray and Mofro. He's in Mofro.
I've heard that.
Marcus Parsley's in Mofro.
Really?
Yeah, he plays, was it the trumpet or the trombone or something? But, and then you got Bert plays drums in a band called, is it Soul Circus?
That sounds familiar as well.
Down there, yeah. So they're, Port Charlotte based.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So what you been up to, bro?
What have I been up to? Wow, it's funny you say that. So Jacked Up's very, very busy.
Yeah.
We're back from summer break.
Yeah.
Which is great because we took some time off.
Okay.
My guitar player lives in New Bedford, so he likes to go back up there and see his family.
Who's the guy with the long hair?
That's Larry Kirby, the guitarist.
Yeah, I just saw him at Extra Space because that's where I store all my crap.
That's where I store my stuff, man.
Yeah, I know. I saw you trailer.
Isn't it great there, man?
It is.
I love it.
Me too.
Air conditioned. You go in the elevator. They're
That's
wide.
right.
You
Yes.
can just roll your stuff
That's
down.
right.
Piece
Yeah,
of cake.
man. Yeah. Shout out to Extra Space.
Yeah, right. Maybe get my rates down. And every time I go to my mailbox, it says your rate is increasing. Like I keep getting these cards in the mail. I'm like, what the hell?
Trust me. First one we got, man. My wife calls. She says, I work for Sarasota Police, and they were like, "We'll call you right back." Got that rate back down, baby.
There you go.
Like, yes.
God bless, right? But last night, I'm glad you mentioned this because I want to talk about this. So October is Breast Cancer Awareness Prevention Month. So I got all the female singers. I missed a couple of them, but there were 30 women in there. We went to a place called 88 Live, on Cortez Road in
Great
Bradenton.
spot. Great
Sherry and Scott Elliott own it. They opened it up for us because they're closed on Mondays and had a professional photographer, and we got all the women together to take a group photo.
Yes, sir.
The power of that photo is making a statement.
Yeah.
We're calling it the women who rock the Suncoast.
Okay.
One voice, one cause.
Yeah.
And we're going to use that photograph during the month of October to incent people to donate monies to a charity, a 501c3 that's going to help women that can't get mammograms to get them.
That's what's up, bro.
Right. So we're going to try to help, prevent cancer. Women are taught how to do self-checks.
Yes.
And they can do things on their own before they go in,
Right. What about the bus?
So there's a bus. This is pretty cool, man. I saw a picture of the bus. So the bus has been outfitted with mammogram technology, right? And like this equipment. So the bus
Inside
will come down.
the bus?
The bus comes down, it parks, it lets people know well in advance. And we're tied into a couple of local ministries. So the ministries help, get the reservations of the women that need these. And then the women come on the bus. I haven't been on the bus, but I saw pictures of it. It looks fantastic.
Yeah.
It's like a hospital on there. You know what I'm saying? Like hospital quality gear.
Man.
And the women can get their stuff done,
Yeah. And you can go to different neighborhoods that really don't have insurance.
Yeah,
and all
man.
this kind of stuff. And
yeah. So
that's
it's a great
what's
cause.
up, bro.
So Twinkle was there, Kristen, all the people were there. And everybody is getting behind it. It's a great cause. So you're going to learn more about that. It's going to be on this show too. In fact, I'm bringing a breast cancer expert on in a couple of weeks to talk about that stuff. And
very cool.
Yeah.
Very
so
cool.
I'm using the show. The show has been around for a year, and it's a music show, and there's no doubt. But I'm starting to kind of like maybe do things like I did something for suicide prevention.
Okay.
In September, I had a woman come on and talk about, what the signs you could look for in some of your friends and family members and some of the numbers you can call. So I'm trying to like expand the show to have more things that are maybe necessary in the community.
Understand. I've been down that road, bro. And I've voiced things over microphones sometimes, and people see me that are seasonal people. They'll come back to Blase and they go, "You good, bro? Like last time I talked to you, yeah, you wasn't in a good way." I said, "Man, I'm great. I'm doing real good."
But isn't that the most important thing? Is just checking on your friends,
That's right,
asking that
man.
question, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Like, tight with my high school buddies to this day.
Yeah.
And I go back once a year for a reunion. And we, just to show you how old I am, I think we had our 45th high school reunion. But we're all tight, man, and we all check on each other, man. Because unfortunately, we lost a couple brothers along the way.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'll call my friend and go, "How are you really, man?"
Yeah.
I
for real.
Well, I got a sad phone call, man. One of my guys that I hired many years ago, and I used to work in Manhattan, and I was in the TV industry, and I hired him, and he became my protege, and he ended up moving up the chain and became a big shot, like a corporate vice president with NBC. He ended his life.
Wow.
And I got the phone call, and I hadn't seen him in a while. I hadn't spoken to him in a while. It was where our relationship got to a point where like a Christmas card or a Christmas phone call, because you got it. But I still love the guy.
Yeah.
But the fact when I heard what he did, and I was devastated, and I said to myself, "Wow, man, maybe if I was there, I could have helped him. I could have said something to him."
Yeah.
So I still think of that all the time. I think of this guy all the time, and I guess the reason why I'm bringing this all up is because sometimes all it takes maybe is a phone call.
It's true.
Asking somebody how they're doing, maybe taking them to lunch.
It's true.
Because maybe they won't share what they're feeling. Maybe they won't be 100% accurate or honest with you.
I think a lot of people may be concerned about being judged for feeling the way they feel, because, I mean, those thoughts are real for that person. Those thoughts are real. I've been there. I've been in depression, bro. I've been there, done that, man. And it's sometimes there's nothing anyone can say to bring you out of that dark place.
But now that you have a wife, right?
Yeah.
And your music career is successful.
Yeah.
I mean, these are things that you have to look forward to.
Oh, man. I wake up every day thanking God, man, as soon as my feet hit the floor.
And maybe there are some people that necessarily don't have something to look forward to.
Yeah, it's true.
Or a support system.
Yeah, right. But I tell my friends all the time, man, I love you, and I'm here for you if you need me, man. If you need somebody to talk to, especially like my musician friends, I call Thorson my big brother from another mother. We've had long conversations, and I could go to him and tell him, "Yo, man, I'm going through it, brother." Like, bro, come on, let's talk.
That's awesome that you have that. It's a support network.
Yeah, and I call him my little brother. Well, he's my younger brother, but he bigger than me. But he's another one I can go to and just lay it all on the line and don't have to be worried about being judged, bro. He's my older brother, my younger brother, Thorson. I mean, they never say you shouldn't do that. It's none of that crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they always give me a kind word.
There's a mutual respect. There's a maturation process where, like, as you grow old with people, like some of these friends I was telling you about, like we can complete each other's sentences, man. We know. I know exactly. Like, I won't see Charlie for years. I'll go to LA and I'll run into him, and we just pick up where we left off, man.
Like you never even missed. Yeah,
I mean, this is the cat that, like, he would steal his brother's record in the 6th grade, and I would go over and we listen to it. And we're not supposed to be in his brother's room, but we would hear the record.
Yeah.
And we would like Van Halen 1, and we thought that was cool, That's the kind of friendships I had.
I got you.
And those days were magical, man. Speaking of those days, right? So, like, do you remember when you were little and you used to put records down and listen to them or look at the back covers, and you would be mesmerized, man? And you were like on a journey. You just went off on a journey.
Yeah.
I mean, like a lot of kids that were read books. I wasn't that kid. I was the record kid.
Me too.
I would read the back of the record.
Yeah.
What were some of your favorite records growing up?
Sugar Hill Gang, Walter Hawkins, Earth, Wind and Fire, Morris Day and the Time, Prince. I didn't get to learn about this type of music though. Not as a kid though. Like it was gospel because my mom. She didn't play that, bro.
Did your mother forbid rock and roll? Like, were you in a household where, like,
it
was gospel or nothing?
Yeah.
So they were that religious, that, like, that's the devil's music type of thing?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So when I got older, young 20s, old 20s, early 20s or something like that, and I started playing downtown at Madison's. She never said, you can't go out there and play music, because I was making a living, you know what I mean? And I would take a cab. I didn't even have a car, bro. I would take a cab, put my drums in a cab, bro, and go down to Madison's, then have a cab come and get me and take me back home, bro. I mean, I've so to speak paid my dues to be where I
sounds man. Like it. But your mother probably just figured that she raised you good enough that she'll trust you. You use the right judgment, right?
It's true. It's true. I did stray away. I got way out there. I got way out there, bro. I've never been wanting to get into drugs or anything like that, but the alcoholism, bro, and being out there with all the women and all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
Bro, I was way out there, but
Yeah, because think about it. You were probably like a rock star back then, right? Young guy, good looking, playing music, right?
single,
women throwing themselves at you. We can say no,
I didn't.
right? But then but here's the thing, though, man. And we get older, we get wiser.
It's true.
I've found religion late. Like I was baptized as a kid, but I didn't know it, and I was a baby.
Mhm.
I waited till like I was an adult, and I got baptized for real, man, because I accepted Christ.
Yeah.
And I made a public spectacle of it. You know,
Yeah.
my family and friends were there, and I think that just happened as I got older. So
Yeah.
then I changed my lifestyle, man. You know what I'm saying? At that point, not 100%.
I feel you.
You know, I was still a sinner. I'm not gonna say I wasn't,
Man, listen.
but my choices were different.
Yes.
I had less temptation.
Yes. Yes. And you do that intentionally, though. I mean, so a man thinketh, so is he. You think right, you can do it.
But I think you can't be told to do it. It has to come from yourself.
It
man.
is true.
And then one day I woke up and I'm like, I don't know what
don't
it was,
wanna
man.
do them.
I changed my,
Bro,
you know.
my relationship with God is what changes the inside. My relationship with him and reading my Bible every day.
How would
bro.
you say your relationship with God is right now?
100, bro. Every day. Every day I talk to God and read my Bible every day, bro. And I haven't been able to say that in a long time, bro.
Yeah.
Even going to church, sitting in the pew, but didn't have a real. I know, you know, God in a real spiritual way, but we only have as much God, you know, because let me put it this way. What we have is just a reflection of what we've given him. In other words, if we give everything to him, like if we draw nigh to him, he'll draw nigh to us. So we have as much God as we desire, because of if we don't give ourselves totally to him,
I
he
agree.
won't draw nigh to you.
I think the world needs more God right now. It
I believe
specifically
it.
needs more Jesus Christ.
Yes. Yes. He's the way, the truth, and the
Somebody
life,
asked
man.
me like what do I did for a living, and I said, you know, I'm a salesman, but then I stopped at the end and I said, well, I'm a follower of Christ and I'm an American. And I said to myself, wow, that's what I should have said in the first. I should have said that first, you know?
Yeah, man. It's important, you know. May not be in a pulpit preaching, but anytime I get a chance to share what I believe, man, not to be a Bible basher, you know, beating people across the head with a Bible.
But you know what your gift is, man? You're blessed because you entertain people and you inspire people, dude.
I love
Your
it.
music inspires them and makes them feel good, right?
Yeah.
So that God gave you a gift, man.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah. It's true, man. All praise to God, bro. Because I've seen grown men cry at some of the gigs that that really blessed me.
Yeah.
You know,
Do you do that intentionally, or that just happens? It's organically.
it just happens.
It just comes out, man, in your
It-
performance.
It just happens.
Yeah.
It just happens. Yeah. It just happens, man. And I love doing what I do. And I thank God every day for the gift of music. It is a gift.
As we wrap up, what's the future for Brian Byrd and Dirty Bird? Anything coming up this year, next year? Any
Just
travel plans?
giving it to the people, man. Just giving it to the
You
people.
could be doing some festivals, man.
Hopefully
some
so.
stuff, you know.
Hopefully so.
I love those Paragon seafood festivals.
Yeah.
Those are a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we play those too. So, Lord willing, we'll still be here.
So I'm going to tell the audience again. So Thursday night, you're at
Blase on
Blase,
Siesta Key.
okay.
Yes.
Friday
7
and
to 7.
Saturday.
Cascanale, 7 to 11.
Now, they should know that they can order food at both these places, right?
They sure can.
Yeah, because Cascanale's got some interesting menu items.
Man, the
Is
food's
that the
so
place
good.
that does those like chicken tenders? Like it's got some kind of like
They do a little bit of everything
there
out
was
there,
something
bro.
I ate there that was so freaking delicious. Man.
It might be one of their specials. So they run a special every week now, bro. It's not even on
There
the
was
menu.
a biscuit involved there. There was something like really good. I was like, oh my God, this is like amazing.
Their food is delicious, bro.
And then tell us about Lefties, because they changed, like, what are they, seafood now? Like,
Yeah,
what
man.
goes
Yeah,
there?
cold bar. You got all your shrimp and gator bites and all this kind of stuff. You got football. Football season started. They got a bunch of TVs all around. You can either sit inside or you can come outside, still watch football and listen.
Are you a football fan?
I am.
Do you still get find time to watch it?
Yeah, I watch it while I'm on stage.
Did you see the game last night?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my gosh. The Buccaneers are giving me a heart attack, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really.
You a big Bucks fan?
Well, I became one.
Okay.
Because all the places that I work, we had season tickets, so I would go in all the games.
There you go.
But I'm a Jet fan. I was born and raised in New York, and I bleed Jet green.
Yeah.
And, we suck. But I'm going to the game this week, and it's Jets at Tampa Bay Bucks, man.
Oh, wow.
So my buddy's like, are you going to wear your Jet jersey? I'm like, nah, man, those days are over. I'm a Bucks guy now.
Yeah. God.
But you were with the Bucks, man, like in the old days, man. Like, you were there when they were like, remember they used to suck and
yeah, man, they suck real bad. Well, when Williams was there as quarterback, didn't they go to the Super Bowl?
Well,
Doug Williams,
I think he did, right? But I think that before that they were really, really lousy. Yeah. And then they had Leroy Selman, and they started drafting good guys. And then,
do you ever go to that restaurant?
I did.
Oh my God,
I did go.
So good.
I went to the one in Fort Myers. I don't know if it's still there.
I went to the one on Cortez Road up in Bradenton, bro.
Yeah.
Then they closed it.
They had ribs and all kinds
of
stuff.
My God, bro. Food was so good.
Yeah. But, living in Sarasota, man, it's a great, Tampa's so close.
Yeah.
St. Peter's so close. So I tell people, if you ever get bored of Sarasota, which is hard to do, you go to St. Pete, man, there's a whole different world.
It's
there,
different over there, bro.
Janice Live, you got all these cool restaurants, man.
It's true. Yeah. Go down on, what is that? What is the main drag? Central.
Yeah.
Go on Central, bro. It's a bunch of live music out there. Ruby's Elixir.
Yes.
Oh, my God, bro. They different over
and they
there,
used
bro.
to have Ringside. I think they closed that. But
that was years ago.
That was a place that live music.
Yeah, man. They different over there.
Did you ever play Janice Live?
Yes.
That was a cool stage, huh?
Yeah. I opened up for one of forget his name too. But yes, I played that stage. Yeah.
I saw that guy that sings Autumn Rains, what's that country guy? He's out of South Carolina, man. Really good guitar player. I was
not Chris Stapleton.
No, but kind of like that same. I can't believe I can't forget him.
Damn it.
I've seen some good bands there.
Yeah, I saw Anthony
Marcus
Hamilton
King.
There. Oh my God, bro!
I saw Marcus King there.
He is a monster, bro. He's a monster, man.
Just listening to him tune his guitar is worth the admission.
And his voice, man.
I know it's unique.
My God.
It's very unique. But Stapleton, his voice is unique, and
true story.
A lot of people only found him through Tennessee Whiskey.
Yeah,
like he did a live award show where he did a duet with Tennessee Whiskey with the Backstreet Kid. What's his name? Or no, not Backstreet. What was the first band that guy was in? Justin Timberlake.
Yeah. They
did a duet together.
Yeah.
And the whole world noticed, man.
Yeah.
And then people started downloading Chris Stapleton. Yeah. Now, he ended up winning awards because a lot of people don't realize it, but before he became famous, he was writing songs and he was like a studio guy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was like helping other bands and producing and writing.
Wow.
As was his wife.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, he's a household name now. That's okay. He could play and he could sing.
No doubt. Well, so can you, my friend. So I'm going to say we're going to say goodbye. I want to thank you for coming in, man. This has been a great episode, man.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, and I'm going to see you play real soon. I know exactly where to go.
Yeah.
In fact, we're off. I'm playing Friday night, but we're off Saturday, so I'll probably come down and see
come hang out, bro.
All right.
Yeah. God bless you,
All
bro.
right, Brian. Thank you, man.
Pleasure.